Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, UX designer at Slope, a simple project management tool for creative teams. I'm going to be showing you the product. It all starts with a project that you can break down into individual tasks. Tasks can be assigned to members of your team and be given due dates. Slope has your regular to-do tasks, like license song or publish to social media. A core advantage of using Slope is that you can also create content tasks. In a content task, you can upload designs, videos, or any other file, preview them directly in the browser, and manage the entire review and approval process. You can request feedback or approval from different stakeholders directly in Slope, and have full conversations about the content under review. For videos, everyone can submit time-coded comments and annotations. And for designs, you can annotate feedback directly on the image. With version control, you can upload the next version to the same content task and go through the review process again, with the most recent version on top. You can also go back and see previous versions and comments. You can put all of your projects into collections, which you can organize by department, campaign, time period, or really any way you choose. You can track all of your work in a calendar view that displays tasks and their due dates. Click on a task to see more information like the version, assignees, and status. You can also track your work with our stage tracker. This view shows you the status of all tasks, which are moved automatically every time you take an action in Slope. No more moving and updating cards manually. You also have your own personal dashboard, which displays all the tasks you're assigned to and have been asked to review. Projects and tasks are the cornerstones of Slope. They're how you plan your project with tangible goals and where you can collaborate on, review, iterate, and approve your content in order to complete your projects. It all starts with a project. A project is made up of individual tasks meant to accomplish a goal. In the project view, you can create and view tasks. You can also add any details needed to accomplish the project. As you can see, each task is an item necessary for the completion of the project. With tasks, you can add an assignee, set a due date, and provide a description. In Slope, you have both to-do tasks and content tasks. A to-do task is a simple reminder or action and only provides a description. With content tasks, you can upload designs, videos, or any other file, preview them directly in the browser, and manage the entire review and approval process. Once someone starts working on an assigned task, they can let their team know it's in progress here. On any content task within a project, you have two options when requesting someone to review the current version: feedback or approval. For many teams, the first step in the review process is to get initial feedback from colleagues, managers, clients, etc. To do so, simply click the Get Feedback button. Here, you can request feedback from existing users or invite external reviewers via email. For the reviewers to provide meaningful feedback, they need context and often a little guidance. Slope allows you to provide that context when sending the feedback request. If your reviewers are slow to respond, you can send a reminder. If for whatever reason you'd like to cancel the feedback request, you can also do that here. The second option is to get approval. Here you can request approval from existing users or invite external reviewers via email. Once you've asked for approval, reviewers are given two options. Approved version means the task is ready to be completed, published, or whatever your next step is. Reject lets you know that there are still edits needed on that version of the task. Sometimes, all your content task needs is a yes or no, and if that's the case, just uncheck the Allow Comments box. Like requesting feedback, if your reviewer's approvals are still pending, you can send a reminder here or even cancel the request. When a task has been approved, that means it's time to mark it complete. Versioning is incredibly helpful for your team to keep track of edits and changes to a piece of content. Once you've collected your feedback, made your edits, and are ready to present the next iteration, simply click New Version and upload. When adding a new version, the name, details, and assigned users all stay the same. The file, its comments, and approval status reset to stay version specific. We lock old versions from being edited in any way so your team has a clear understanding of how the project's been progressing, what edits were made, and who has been responsible for what. Once you're on your final version and it's been approved, everyone can download the final file directly from the task. When it's time to give your feedback, simply type out your thoughts and hit submit. If you decide to comment during the playback of a video, your comment is automatically time-coded or link to a specific moment in the video, allowing for second-by-second feedback. To leave a time-coded comment, pause the video at the moment you wish to highlight and submit the comment. Or click the comment box during playback to automatically pause the video and accurately timestamp. To leave an annotation, click on the frame where you'd like to highlight, then type in your comment. Each annotation will be paired with its respective comment. You can always edit your comments to add clarity or fix a typo. If you want to reply to a specific comment, simply hit Reply. Use @mentions if you want to get an individual user's attention. If you need to upload supporting attachments, such as a font or logo, you can do that here. When collaborating on an image or PDF, you can leave annotations directly on the file. Click on the image where you'd like to highlight, then type in your comment. Each annotation will be paired with its respective comment. When viewing the image, you can toggle the annotation's visibility. When creating a new project, you have the option of using a template or starting from scratch. If you want to create a project from scratch, this is where you can name the project and give it a description. You can add all of the tasks you know will be part of this project. If you want to replicate this project structure for later work, check here. When creating a template from a project, the tasks, types, names, and descriptions will all be saved. A collection is a group of projects with a similar theme or unifying characteristic. You can organize by department, campaign, time period, or really any way you choose. From the collections view, you can add a description, add a project, take actions on existing projects, archive the collection, and view archived projects. You can mark a project complete when all of its tasks are finished. You can complete a project, either from the projects view or the collections view. This will complete all the tasks within that project. You also have the option of moving dormant projects into their collections archive. You have the option of archiving an entire collection. Once archived, they show up at the bottom of your navigation menu. Your dashboard shows you all the tasks you've been asked to review, everything assigned to you, and all the projects you're involved in. Only active projects and tasks will show up on the dashboard. Stage Tracker automatically updates each task according to which stage it's in. Here you can see all of your team's active tasks sorted into stages: unassigned, assigned, in progress, in review, and recently completed. You can filter down and track tasks by their collection, project, or the users assigned to them. When you first create a task during the planning phase, it will show up in the unassigned stage. Once you assign team members to that task, it'll be moved to assigned. When it's marked in progress, or someone uploads a new file, it will move into the in progress stage. The task will move to in review once feedback or approval has been requested. Notice the different icons indicating whether feedback or approval is pending. When a task is marked complete, it will show up in the recently completed stage for 30 days, unless its parent project is archived. You can track all of your work in a calendar view that displays tasks and their due dates. You can filter down and track tasks by their collection, project, or the user assigned to them. Click on a task to see more information, like the version, assignees, and status. If anyone in your organization needs to request work from your team, they can submit a work request directly in Slope. When filling out a new request, you can start from scratch or use a template. Once submitted, your organization's admins will be notified. Once reviewed, an admin can either accept or reject the request. If rejected, an admin will provide feedback on the requested project and the request is removed. If accepted, they can use the information in the request to create a project or a task. Creating a project takes you directly to our project builder. After picking a collection, you can use a project template or build one from scratch. Admins can choose their work request notification settings in their settings menu. Now that you know everything your team can do in Slope, let's talk about the different permission levels. Administrators control the high-level organization of collections and are the only users able to invite more admins and members. To put it simply, admins can view and take action upon everything within an organization and are considered the gatekeepers of Slope. Members are intended for your internal team or external agency who can be assigned to and complete work. They can only view the collections they've been invited to. Members are intentionally unable to create collections so that admins can decide your organization's structure. Members are allowed to create projects, assign users, upload files, and ask for review on content tasks. Partners are a special permission level that is meant for users who are only needed to review and approve tasks. Upper management, brand departments, clients, and other stakeholders are often given this permission. A partner's dashboard is filled only with the content tasks they've been asked to review. Bringing new users into Slope is done best from the direct location they're needed. Your admins can be invited from the Manage Organization page, and they'll have access to everything in Slope. Members and partners have to be invited from a specific location within Slope because they're always limited to what an admin has given them access to. Members are best invited to a collection or assigned to a task. Once they're added, they'll have full access to that collection. Partners can only be invited to Slope from a feedback or approval request. Both admins and members can invite partners because they're free in Slope. Once a partner's invited, they'll only have access to the tasks they've been asked to review. There are so many ways to use Slope to plan, track, and collaborate on your creative projects. If you still have more questions, feel free to reach out in Slope's help chat or contact support@goslope.com.